is Phoenix Robertson. I'm here today as a communications assistant from Hearthead Hands, and today I will be interviewing.
Hello, I am Candace Epps Robertson. I am the founder and owner of Full Circle Writing, and I am delighted to be here with you, Phoenix.
Okay, awesome. So you've just recently started your new business. That's really exciting. Would you mind sharing a little bit about what that's been like?
Sure. So I'm still in the early stages. My business actually officially launched this January 2025, with lots of planning before, of course. And I would say that it is exciting, it is scary, and it is empowering. I think it's exciting to see all the pieces of hard work and dreaming and imagining what might be possible, exciting to see them come together to come to fruition. It's scary because, of course, there is lots that is unpredictable when you are opening a business, and there's always something to learn or a problem to solve, and empowering at the same time because this particular endeavor for me, running a business, is new and it is making me stretch in directions that are unknown. And I think there's something to be said for the kind of inner strength that it takes to be able to start over, or begin something that is new to you.
That's awesome. Can you talk about what motivated you to go in this direction?
Yeah, absolutely. I appreciate that question. I really felt called to move in this direction and do this kind of work, coaching, consulting, and working with writers full time after a number of years in higher ed as a professor, where I was doing a lot of this work, but in a different capacity or somewhat different capacity from where I am right now. I wanted to have a change for myself, and I wanted to be able to spend more time working one with writers from all backgrounds. So, from people who are in higher ed to people who maybe work for cultural institutions to people whose everyday work maybe has nothing at all to do with writing, but feel called
Mm.
to write. And because I've done community writing and community literacy work in the past, I know that that's a really important um, opportunity and service to help others who are looking for ways to be able to tell their stories. I have been in a classroom for over 20 years, and now I think that my ability to be not just in a brick and mortar classroom, but literally to be anywhere to be of service to writers is really
Mm.
exciting. And that feels like a very natural chapter and next step for me in my career.
Yeah, that's great. So can you talk to us a little bit more about maybe what you're hoping to do?
Absolutely. So, right now, I have three primary ways that folks can work with me. The first is through developmental editing, the second is through coaching, writing coaching, and then the third is consultancy work. So, I can help writers gain clarity about their ideas, find focus, and in the early stages, sort of navigate a way into their project even before you have any writing. I'm not a coach or a developmental editor who requires that you absolutely have a manuscript in hand. We can talk through ideas, we can brainstorm together. There are many ways that I think working with a writing coach and developmental editor in the early stages can help in terms of getting a project off the ground and starting. I'm also available to read through manuscripts, whether it be a book chapter, a dissertation, a text, an academic text. I am excited to be able to offer services and to work with all kinds of writers from all backgrounds. Really and truly, I think if it's one thing that the past 20 years of my career in writing and literacy studies has given me, it has been an opportunity to really learn from writers who are creating in many different ways, and I'm excited to continue that in my business as well. I also understand the kinds of challenges that writers who are caregiving or who are providing caregiving or have caregiving responsibilities, the kinds of challenges that they faced. And I'm passionate about developing a coaching space and resources to be able to help these writers thrive. This commitment comes from not only research around caregiving and creative work, but also from my many years of lived experiences,
Mm,
helping to take care of my own parents who had really complex needs. And all the while writing a book, articles, essays, blog posts, as well as taking care of kids, and a partner who also had some complex needs as well. And really, the entirety of my grad school experience, my time on the tenure track, and my time as a professor was spent trying to navigate what it means to do creative work like writing and have these kinds of heavy responsibilities where a lot of times things are very unpredictable and creative work often takes a particular kind of focus, right, to be able to complete it. And so while I can certainly work with writers who have any number of responsibilities or who are trying to find balance and clarity around their work, I'm hoping to be able to provide services that really speak to the unique needs that caregivers have as well. And then the third way that folks can work with me is through consulting. This could look like any number of things from grant writing to developing guides or writing prompts for museum and gallery experiences, which is work that I've done in the past, helping to lead focus groups to get community input around art and cultural institutions and who they serve. It could also look like leading community writing groups in cultural institutions or for groups who are seeking to bring more creativity and more opportunities for storytelling. So, those are my three primary areas right now: developmental editing, writing coaching, and consulting, which is kind of open for
mm.
a lot of different avenues. And I'm really excited about all three.
So, I wanted to talk to you a little bit about your business name. Can you share some of the inspiration for it?
Absolutely. Thank you for that question also, Phoenix. So, full circle writing. I really love art, and in particular, I like geometric abstraction. And I find that circles, whether I am looking at them or looking for them in the natural world or looking at them in a piece of art, a sculpture, a painting, they bring a kind of calm and completion, I think, to me. And I think they also represent movement really well. So I thought about how I want to feel when I'm writing and how I would like to be able to help others feel about their writing. And I think that there's something about coming full circle or wanting to come full circle, maybe with completion, with ideas, and with writing, really is a process that suggests you are starting in one place and you are taking this journey and coming back, arriving at maybe some of the same ideas that you started with, but also maybe something new. It really feels like a process of discovery and a process of arriving at completion. And I know most people who start writing projects certainly want to complete them. And sometimes we need a little extra help and support. And that is exactly where I feel like I can be of service. Thank you so much, Phoenix, for this opportunity.
Yes, thank you for agreeing to be interviewed.